Have you ever felt like calorie counting used to work for you, but now that you're in your 40s, it just doesn't anymore? One of my clients in her early 40s said to me recently that she always has counted calories her whole life whenever she wanted to lose weight, but now it's not working and she's feeling really discouraged by that. If that sounds familiar, know that you're not alone, because the truth is that calories do still matter, but they're not the whole picture in our 40s and beyond, because in peri and post menopause, our body is asking for a different approach. Hi, I'm Kobe, a wellness coach helping women in their 40s and beyond feel stronger, more energized, and more confident in their bodies. Today, we're going to walk through why calorie counting doesn't work the same way as it used to and what to do instead. Calories are just a number, right? They tell us how much energy is in the food that we're eating. We place a lot of attention onto calories, and while they are a factor, they're not the whole picture. They are a unit of energy. They tell us how our body uses that energy. And after 40, the way that our body uses energy changes, mostly because of our hormones and how they're changing. Let's talk about the 4 key hormones that impact weight, energy, and metabolism in our 40s. Number 1 is estrogen. Estrogen helps to regulate where your body stores fat, especially around the hips and thighs when you're younger. But as estrogen naturally declines after 40, fat storage tends to shift to the belly. Estrogen also plays a big role in how sensitive your body is to insulin, which we'll talk about in a minute. Number 2 is progesterone. This hormone is naturally calming. We call it the chill hormone. It balances out estrogen and helps with sleep, mood, and even digestion. Progesterone expectedly drops in perimenopause. It can increase cravings, bloating, and that sense of water retention. Number 3 is cortisol. This is our stress hormone. A little is good because it helps wake us up and respond to challenges. But prolonged high cortisol, which is common in busy women, makes your body hold on to belly fat and can keep blood sugar unstable. Number 4 is insulin. Insulin is what helps move sugar from your blood into your cells for energy. But as we age, we can become more insulin resistant, and this means that our body has to produce more insulin to get the same job done. And high insulin levels make it very hard to lose weight. So the problem with calorie counting alone is that it doesn't take into account any of that. You could be eating the same calories you did 10 years ago, but if they're not balanced in a way that supports hormones, your body is going to respond differently. This is where macronutrients come in. So instead of only looking at calories, we look at the 3 main building blocks of food, which are protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Each one of these has a role on its own, and when you put them together in a certain way, this supports your hormones in such a powerful way. Let's break it down. Protein is the stabilizer. So it will help you maintain lean muscle, which is the engine of your metabolism. It'll keep you full longer by slowing down digestion, and it will help to regulate blood sugar by balancing out carbohydrates. Protein also plays a role in neurotransmitter production, which affects your mood. The hormone connection here is that protein supports insulin balance by slowing down how quickly glucose hits your bloodstream. It also helps balance cortisol, because when your blood sugar is stable, your stress response is calmer. Next is healthy fats. This is the hormone helper, because we actually need healthy fats to make hormones like estrogen and progesterone. Fats will also provide long-lasting energy because this is the secondary source of energy for the body. Fats will also support our brain health, joint health, and skin health. And they help you absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. The hormone connection here is that without enough healthy fat, your body can't actually produce the estrogen and progesterone that it needs. So when those are shifting, we need healthy fats even more to help create the estrogen and progesterone. And fats also help to reduce inflammation, which is closely tied to cortisol balance. Next is fiber-rich carbohydrates, the energy supporter. They provide glucose for energy, but in a slow and steady release when they're paired with protein and fat. Fiber-rich carbohydrates will also feed your gut microbiome, which influences hormone production. Fiber carbohydrates will help to keep your digestion moving, which is really important when progesterone drops and constipation can creep in. The hormone connection here is that the right carbohydrates will help to keep insulin steady, which reduces fat storage and cravings. They also prevent the sharp blood sugar highs and crashes that worsen cortisol spikes. Now here's where it all comes together. When we combine protein, fiber, and fat in one meal, we can create what's called a balanced plate. This balance keeps your blood sugar steady, which will help keep insulin in check. When insulin is stable, cortisol doesn't need to spike to rescue your blood sugar. Estrogen and progesterone can do their job more effectively, and your metabolism will work with you, not against you. So instead of fighting your body, you're fueling it in a way that actually supports your hormones for fat loss and energy, as I'm sure you want. So what you can do today, start by making sure that every meal that you're having includes all 3 macronutrients: protein, fiber, and healthy fat. For example, grilled chicken, salmon, or tofu for protein, roasted sweet potato for a fiber-rich carbohydrate, and a little olive oil on a side salad for a healthy fat and more fiber. The focus shifts from the calorie count and more to the balance that's on your plate. This small shift can make a huge difference in your energy, your cravings, and even your ability to lose fat over time. If you want some extra support in putting this into action, I've created a free resource for you. It's called the Busy Women's Guide to More Energy. Inside, you'll get 5 15-minute workouts that you can fit into your day, a 7-day hormone balancing meal plan with simple, doable recipes, and realistic strategies that you can use even with a full schedule. You can grab it for free with the link in the description. If this video gave you some new insight, go ahead and like it, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need this too. I want you to know that your body isn't broken. It just needs a new approach for this stage of life. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next week when I talk specifically about carbohydrates after 40.